This is Daf Yomi Yerushalmi, Maseches Demai. In the article of the other edition, we are on the top of Ayin Gimel Out. There's a header there, Ma'aser Ma'aser V'Kalkala. In the Vilna, there is no header, so we're starting mamish at the top of the page, which is Lama Gimel Out, Kate Sadu Ose. Okay. So they're going back on as the article makes clear, on what it says in the Mishnah, Master saying, Ma'aser Kakol B'Chaverta, where everything takes place simultaneously. So therefore, you have an option here. Ketzos and Netlosim Te'eni Me'ezim Menachir, so take 20 from either one you want. We call Esther the Yasif, Eastbourne Trumas Meiser. Of course, every 10 you take, have one Trumas Meiser. Akadum Shavos. So that's okay when they are equal in the contents. Haya bezu mea bezu masayim. So we're going to go with the Ridbaz's gear. So here, bezu mea bezu masayim notel shloshim. 30, obviously. Im l'shem meo notel achadesrei. If it's for the purpose of 100, you take 11. Im shem masayim notel esrim b'shtayim. If it's the purpose of the 200, you take 22. In other words, if you're separating them, it goes back to the case we had in the past, where you can't take 10 on 100, because 10 on 100 only works where you take the 10 from the 100, left with 90. So if you have to take 11, you'll be taking on the 100, right? And vice versa. If you're taking from the 100 on from the 100 on the 200, they have to take off 22, right? Another time. Zume v'zu elef. One at 100, one at 1,000. Im l'shem me'u noitel me'u chadasar. It's the purpose of the 100. Take over 11. And we'll pick up now in the Gemara. Im l'shem elef. Right, where it says Im l'shem elef. Which is a little bit further down, a few lines down. Im l'shem elef u'notel. Afilu notel skul eno mashlim. Even take the entire 100, it's not good enough. Because 100 is good enough when you're taking 100 out of 1,000. Taking 100 on 1,000, it's got to be at least another 10, right? So therefore, it's not sufficient. Somebody who has a container wants to meiser it. Notel, he takes shtei teshuim, uteshua al shel teshua, shem eser meiser, v'teisha meiser sheni. You take shtei teshuin, which is two twice 9, right, which is 18, and teshua shel teshua, which is another one, right, which is altogether 19, right, and the Eser Meiser, 10 of those 19 are Meiser, the Teisha Meiser Sheni, and 9 are Meiser Sheni. So far, so good. The Yomar Tshas, right? Okay, yeah, but why make it confusing? Why to say to state Shuin and then to Shua al to Shua? Say 19 to begin with. Rabbi, say sometimes Chacham like speaking in riddles. I guess to be mechaded the Talmidim, as we say. So here there was speaking in riddles in order for you to figure out. We're teaching mathematics at the same time we're teaching Gemara. Harotza lachnis mea te'enim metukanim v'toch beso. You want to have 100 figs which are fixed in your house. I raise a note of kol te'enu v'te'ena. Take on each and every fig, shtei teshuin, v'tishua shel tishua. Shehem, which are esrim v'shlo teinim, 23 teinim. So the Bridbaz says, Ken Rosh Yogoras mitchila, Cain, Maska Masnisin, and then the next Mishnah begins. Umochak tebas arba. The Gra takes out the word arba. and he says, Omar Motevas Arba, Omar Tishua Shel Tishua. Here we have Echad Tishua Tishua. Chakach Nit Kan Kach. And he fix like this: the Mochak Tevas Omar. Chagasinan Arba Tishuin Utishua Shel Tishua. So what it should say is 23 figs and Arba Tishuin and 4 ninths and Tishua Shel Tishua and one ninth of a ninth, which Sachal comes out to Teshuin is 9 and 9, which is 18, and Teshua Shel Teshua, which is 19, and then it comes out to 20 Shalosh if you add Arba Teshuin with Teshua Shel Teshua. Well, 1 second. Why do I need extra Teshua Shel Teshua? I need Arba Teshuin, or I get up to 23. So before we tackle the Girsa, let's run the numbers. And if Ma'aser Rishon, we're taking over here both Ma'aser Rishon and Ma'aser Sheni, because we need to be masaking all completely. So if both Ma'aser Rishon and Ma'aser Sheni were identical in their tenths, so then, in fact, you'd have to take off on 100, 11.11, right? This is again the extra one, and on the extra one you have to take off another extra 1/10, like we saw before. So it's 11.11 and 11.11. So that would be 22.22. But Ma'aser Rishon is supposed to be more, because if it was on the inside, Ma'aser should be 10. In other words, if you're taking from the 100, then you would take 10 Ma'aser Rishon and 9 Ma'aser Sheni. Okay, but now you want to take from outside, right? So in other words, you're taking not from but on. So that's the case. Ma'aser Sheni itself has to be 10, right? And because you have 100, and you want to serve rain with 100, 1/10 of 100 is 10, and but that's not good enough. Again, because you need to add on the 1.1, so you have 11.11 for Ma'aser Sheni, but Ma'aser Rishon has to be a tenth more than that. Just like it's a tenth more, 10 versus 9 when you're doing it deducting from, when you're doing it from the outside and you're doing it on. So if the Ma'aser Sheni is 11.11, the Ma'aser Rishon has to be 10% more. So it's 11.11 plus 11.11 plus 1.11, the additional amount for the Ma'aser Rishon, which comes out altogether to 23.441. Now, it's not exactly 24, not exactly 23, but a little bit over 23. So that's what it's saying here. Shein Esim Shlosh Teinim, the 23 figs, Arba, and 4 Tishuin, it should be. That's going with the Groz Girsa. Arba Tishuin, which means that's the 0.4, right? And the Echot and then the Tishuo. Arishum Tishuo Shel Tishua. So again, for the 100, therefore you need the that's 23 to Enim, and 4 ninths and a ninth of a ninth. 4 ninths is the 0.44, and a ninth of a ninth is the additional 0.001. So that's how you come out approximately. So that's how you come out to 23 plus 4 ninths, 44, and then the additional amount on that, which is approximately 0.001. So that's how it comes out to that Echad Tishua Shel Tishua means 1/9 of a ninth, well, it's 1/81st, right? So therefore, that is I'm sorry, the Tishua is 1/9 of a ninth, was 1/81st. Sachakol comes out again to approximately 23.441. Okay, says the next Mishnah, Lachazayin. Actually, I should just go through the Girsa again. So we have a down close. You take off Shnei Tishuin, V'Tishua Shel Tishua, Shehein Esrim B'Shlosh Teinim, 23 figs, V'Arba Tishuin, and 4 Tishuin, V'Tishua Shel Tishua. So the you take off 2/9, which are the 11.11 and the 11.11, and then you have to take off the additional 1.2 1.21. Let's see if I got the cheshbon straight. So he says, we'll go to Chaim here. So the Meiser Rishon you need, and the Meiser Sheni you need. You have to add on additional Tishur Shel Te'ena, Tishur Meiser Sheni, and you have to add additional Meiser Rishon, which is another 10%. So it comes out that on every fig, you take 2/9 and 1/9 of a ninth, and when you multiply that for 100, comes out to 23, 4/9 and 1/9 of a ninth. Okay, still not sure about the Girsa here. A coltain of you need 2 tishuim, but tishua shel tishua. So, and every one you need to have 2/9 and 1/9 of a ninth. And if you take that off, multiply that 100, somehow comes out that number of 23.441. More than that, since it's math, I'll leave it to you to figure out on your own if you really want to. Halacha Zayin. I think actually we're going to leave Halacha Zayin till tomorrow because we're already finished. I can give them on the base, and the Mishnah already goes on to Ayin Dalet.